Do you own a local restaurant? Have you hit a wall and are looking for ways to improve your business? Well, this is where we, Golden Plate Consulting, step in. To continue increasing your profit margins, we help analyze your restaurant reviews to come up with a personalized solution on how to improve your company. Understanding the importance of managing restaurant reviews may be hard for some to grasp. You may feel that it may be an unnecessary extra task in the never-ending to-do list when running a restaurant. But by reading reviews, you can gain insight into your customers' overall dining experience, such as how they feel about your food and your service. The way you manage your reviews, even the bad ones, help customers see how much you care about their satisfaction. Now you may be wondering why we've put such an emphasis on the importance of restaurant reviews. Well, this is because we are not only looking for customer retention, we're also looking to continue to attract potential customers for years to come. When customers have limited information about a restaurant, particularly the quality of service and products, they are likely to look for reviews online ahead of time to decide if they're willing to try an unfamiliar restaurant. I hope that now you can see why online reviews have such a critical impact on customers, and that we, Golden Plate Consulting, are the ones to help guide you through them. I hope that I still have your attention. I'd love to give you a little background on how Golden Plate Consulting came to be. Our parent company, Golden Consulting, was founded in 1989 in Newport, Rhode Island. In the year 1991, George Smith, a famous restaurant critic at the time, partnered up with Golden Consulting to create Golden Plate Consulting. Considering the founders' affiliation with George Smith and their joint love for restaurant success, our branch was created to specialize in restaurant consulting, particularly locally owned restaurants. When we first got started, we primarily serviced the northeastern region of the United States, but we are proud to now service regions all over the country. Our most notable success story has been with Chick-fil-A, now a famous chain found throughout the country. Chick-fil-A's history can actually be traced back to Dwarf Grill, a restaurant locally owned by Samuel Truett Cathy, who later became Chick-fil-A's CEO. When a complete rebranding of Dwarf Grill was in the works, Chick-fil-A was to be the new name, and we were approached by Samuel Truett Cathy to come up with ideas on how to expand the restaurant's reach. We stepped in and suggested that Chick-fil-A should open up locations on college campuses. The very first one was opened up in 1992 at Georgia Tech, and with that location alone, sales went up by 5%. This was enough proof for chairman and CEO to decide to continue expanding the chain on several other college campuses. We know that if you choose to work with us, you will be sure to enjoy the same success story as Chick-fil-A. Here at Golden Plate Consulting, we believe that communication is the key to your success. If you choose to work with us, you are assigned a single agent that will personally work with your company. This means that you will be given a personal email and phone number of a given agent so that a live person is able to answer any of your questions. Every agent is also assigned no more than 5 restaurants at any given time. We found that over time, this is the perfect amount of caseload for each of our agents to ensure that they are not overloaded with tasks as they analyze online reviews as well as make routine visits to the restaurant locations. I have yet to introduce myself. My name is Faye, and I'm a Senior Consulting Coordinator of agents in the southeastern region of the United States. As a former co-founder of Cacao, a globally renowned chocolatier based in Chicago, I understand how online reviews shape the opinions of current and potential customers. What I helped start in Chicago is now a leading exporter of chocolate products throughout the world. At Cacao, I maintained an effective team that ensured top-tier quality of chocolates from sourcing to final product. If the product was not picture perfect, we were not serving it. I also trained supervisors to manage our online reviews and discussion forum, which was part of our online website. Engaging with our customers in healthy conversation helped us observe how customers viewed our company culture as well as our products. My job at Golden Plate Consulting is to ensure that the agents we deploy go through a rigorous training program developed by me in order to gain a deep understanding of how to analyze online reviews. while the customer base that I used to worry about was a more specialized group of customers in the food industry, particularly those with a sweet tooth, the concept is still the same. I know what it takes to expand your company from a local to a global reach. As previously mentioned, the owners of Borgo Italia give personal attention to the customers to ensure a welcoming experience. The owners can often be found speaking to the customers and sharing their family history with anybody willing to engage in conversation. One of the reviews state, "Just wow, you can really tell it's a family-run place and they care so much. Food was fantastic. By the time we left, we felt we were part of the family." Clearly, this customer and his party had a wonderful and heartwarming experience at Borgo Italia due to the welcoming attitude of the owners and servers. Additionally, various reviews speak on the authenticity of the dishes. This is likely due to the fact that the co-owner, Cristiana, preps and cooks the dishes they serve. As I mentioned before, she and her family immigrated from Italy, so they know how to bring the flavors of Italy to a small corner of the state of Georgia. Lastly, live music played by an accordion musician named Vincenzo can often be enjoyed in the dining area at Borgo Italia on a weekly basis, adding to a true Italian experience. Here at Golden Plate Consulting, we feel that the authenticity of the dishes and the family-oriented aspect of the business really shines through with Borgo Italia, and this is supported by many reviews left by customers that feel the same way. Based on how people rave about Borgo Italia's family-oriented atmosphere, that is clearly what separates you from your competitors. Owner presence in the restaurant truly makes customers feel that they are cared for. It is important that we know what is working so that we can continue doing what works. Now that we've seen what you're doing well at Borgo Italia, it is now time to consider what you can improve on. Based on reviews pulled from online, there are some weaknesses that should be noted and addressed. Understanding your weaknesses can help us see where there is room for improvement so that we can come up with your personalized solution. Many customers have experienced a long wait time between ordering the dishes and receiving them, and several reviews have noted that customer service is slow and that the portion sizes are too small for the prices associated with them. Perhaps the most alarming reviews speak on the poor quality control in the kitchen. For example, this one review states, Parmesan rolls that were black on the bottom was served with cold tomato sauce, and green beans that were served with entrees were dense and cold. A review had also noted that saran wrap was found on their lasagna order. These reviews or comments on the quality of the food are detrimental to Borgo Italia's image. Yes, a fair amount of food prep is done to help minimize the time it takes to cook every meal. However, food should not be coming out of the kitchen cold. Food should also not have any remnants of plastic or saran wrap that indicate that the food was stored in the refrigerator and is not fresh. Customers do not want to know that their food is not fresh. Lastly, on several reviews, customers have noted that a child is often seen running around the restaurant and even approaching customers. While some may find this charming, most customers do not want their dining experience interrupted by a child. The strengths and weaknesses discussed benefit Borgo Italia because we should celebrate what we are doing well while understanding where there is room for improvements. While most customers feel that a true family-oriented Italian experience is being conveyed, it is necessary to address the poor experiences that some customers are having so that profit margins can continue to increase as we attract potential returning customers. Now that we know a little bit about how our customers feel, it's time to look for opportunities for improvement. Considering that many reviews stated that their food or parts of their food were cold, the chef should take care to adjust the amount of time it takes to reheat the food. It is also important that dishes are observed for evidence of materials like saran wrap before going out to the dining room. Making sure that food is in perfect serving condition as often as possible minimizes complaints and having to remake the meals. Additionally, either more servers need to be hired or existing servers need to undergo further training to ensure that the turnover rate of tables is increased and that the wait time between ordering and receiving the food is minimized. Far too often have people commented on the lack of customer service, so the management team needs to buckle down and ensure that the servers in front of the house are anticipating customer needs, as one does in the service industry. Lastly, it is important that the children of the owners, despite how family-oriented Borgo Italia wants to appear, are not left unattended around the restaurant. They should not be allowed to approach customers because most customers want an uninterrupted dining experience. Many people view a child freely running around the restaurant as unprofessional, and it does not do any good for the company's image. Some of the threats to Borgo Italia include the abundance of Italian restaurants within Peachtree City limits. Right now, if you Google Italian restaurants in Peachtree City, there are at least 5 Italian restaurants that come up in the results. It is important for Borgo Italia to continue to differentiate itself as a family-oriented Italian restaurant, which is something their direct competitors can't do if they don't want to be driven out by the competition. Next, the direct competitors either have a larger selection of cheaper dishes or larger portions for the same price. This means that if Borgo Italia wants to further stand out from their competition, they must adjust their prices or their portions. Lastly, the competitors are mainly chain restaurants, indicating that their larger operations can rake in more money, which can then be spent on improvements. This could drive out Borgo Italia, considering that it has been in operation since 2010, but only has one location. To conclude, it is important to view and analyze online reviews in order to see where there is room for improvement in the restaurant's image, customer service, and product quality. While restaurant reviews should be addressed every day, Borgo Italia should look to manage restaurant reviews at least once a week. This way, you can potentially see immediate feedback on changes that you've made. Not only will this help validate changes that were made, but it can also show customers that you care about their satisfaction. Remember, Borgo Italia is only as good as how your customers view you. The workers in front of the house and the back of the house are equally as important to the success of the restaurant, so you must take care to address any issues with service or food quality. Since your customers love feeling like family, the owners must continue to maintain the family-oriented image by interacting with customers on a daily basis, but not to the extent where the owner's young children are free to roam the restaurant. I have surely enjoyed the opportunity to show you how to analyze and manage your online reviews. For the future, I hope you continue to periodically check on your reviews so that your progress can be monitored. I'm certain that if you If poor reviews are addressed immediately while making real changes in the restaurant, you will continue to attract potential customers that will want to return. While you are free to continue to contact the agents assigned to you, you are more than welcome to contact our main channels of communication. Golden Plate Consulting can be contacted through the following: phone number 678-535-8372. Our email is goldenplateconsulting@gmail.com. Or you can contact us through our website, goldenplateconsulting.com, and send us a message through there. As a thank you for working with us, we are giving away a promotional item to the owners of the restaurant, which is a black polo shirt with our logo on it. Lastly, you are welcome to reach out to me or the company at any point. Thank you so much for your time.